Hi there, it's Sarah from Inspire Tarot. Welcome to the channel. Let's see what message the Spirit has for us today. The Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. So these are quite growth oriented cards. The Knight of Wands, we could see, is very free-spirited, a bit of a mover and shaker, very charismatic and passionate, very spontaneous, definitely very adventurous, and likes to trailblaze and explore. Just has a load and load of energetic, bouncy enthusiasm, new ideas in order to initiate and lead. And the Three of Wands is a card about expansion and growth, expanding our horizons, and that good things are coming and it's a time to move forward. So these two cards are like a very powerful start when it comes to a creative project. I'm definitely feeling lit up there. I'm ready to make some progress. I've been painting my fence this weekend. Painted it grey and it looks very snazzy. I've got some climbers to go on it. The Magician. So yeah, that seems like the perfect card to come out when we've got that enthusiasm flowing through us. And we know it's a good time to move forward. The Magician is the part of us that's excited. And it's that passion and that excitement that kind of calls all our skills into play. We manage to bring everything together when we feel excited and make things happen. And I think other people are more inclined to follow along and follow suit when we're feeling inspired. Because I know when you're around other people who are feeling inspired and excited, you just want to be around them. You want to be part of the action. And the Magician is very much that kind of card. Just very focused intent and very progressive. So it's nice energy to be in. Anything that you want to happen, you can make happen. And the Ace of Swords is about having epiphanies. The Ace of Swords is bringing in new ideas and opportunities to expand the mind, but also to go deeper with the spirit. And whenever we're connected to the spirit, we can think of more and more ideas and fantastic directions in which to go. I know that I do this. I particularly like doing floor plans and things whenever I do renovations, and I just love the spatial planning, and I feel as though things just move in the mind. If I have a situation where I've got to design a layout for a house and it looks really difficult to do, I had a really difficult one to do once where I needed to do a bathroom, but all the height needed to be on the ridge, so the shower, the toilet and the sink all needed to be along the ridge, and I had to find a way to design that. And I did manage to come up with it at 3 o'clock in the morning when I just suddenly woke up and it came to me. So I love the way that the mind works together with our desires and our Magician alchemical quality to, whenever we're aligned with our purpose, then these ideas will just flow to us and they'll come in and they'll seem really uplifting and exciting, and we just have to follow along and go with them. And the resources and things that we need will come to us, because whenever we're in that flow state, and it's remarkable how it happens, and it just feels so exciting. So the Seven of Cups is a card about fantasy and illusions and about escapism and wishful thinking. So this card is really reminding us to, even though we may have lots of ideas and get kind of carried away, we do need to be, I don't want to say realistic because that sounds a bit boring, but we do have to hatch a plan and then crack on with it, because we don't want to be just looping in hypotheticals and ideas. We really want to take this project forward. And we have a lot of energy and momentum with it, so I think we should just go with it. And one of the things I like about the Seven of Cups card is the reminder that the goodness is within us, and not to get too seduced by external things. Go with what feels right in your heart, because that's where the joy is. That's what lights you up. That's your inner compass. Next card out is the High Priestess. This is too squashed. Move this up. So the High Priestess is all about following our instincts, and trusting our instincts. Trusting that knowledge is within us and that we have the resources within. And the understanding that life is like a puzzle and we can just follow the breadcrumbs. And the High Priestess knows. She's very much in tune with what's for her. And this aspect of us is great. You know, we need to, whenever we're doing some sort of project, then we want to go with what lights us up whenever we have a good idea. These want to come out. The Eight of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is all about being forced to level up. So whenever we do a project, if it's a big and exciting project, then it's going to challenge us, and we are going to be forced to follow our instincts and take risks. And that's a good thing. It's all about testing ourselves and knowing when something's missing, and not to settle and to look for it. So for me, this card suggests that we really want to push ourselves, we really want to stretch ourselves with this project, and not compromise on our ideals. I remember once when I was renovating a house, and it was a bungalow and all the bedrooms were at the back, and I wanted to flip it so the bedrooms were at the front and make the living space at the back. And I had so many people telling me, oh no, you don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I really did want to do it, and I ignored them, and I was glad I did. And then when I'd done it, people were saying, oh wow, I had no idea. I'm glad you ignored me, kind of thing. So I think that whenever we're fired up and we have this passion, if we have these desires within us, then we should go for it. And it will stretch us. And the universe wants us to be stretched. And I know when I've just got to keep going on about this renovation that I did, but it's coming through in my mind as a perfect example. I had all sorts of financial issues happen where the money, the funding seemed to be pulled, but somehow, because I was so fired up, the universe brought in more money for me in different ways. It was almost like I kept having loads of different ideas come into my head about how money could come, and then somebody agreed to do the work for me at a vastly reduced cost, which again saved me money. So I felt very lucky, and that project really boosted my finances, and I was just really inspired and in my flow state, I guess. It felt a bit like magic. I felt like the magician. I felt like all the resources and things that I needed were just coming to me because I had so much passion for the project, and because I didn't give up and I didn't despair. I just trusted that things would happen, and they did. And the Knight of Cups is about, in this context, I think of the Knight of Cups as very much being following our romantic ideals. If we have an idea, a passion project, then we really just want to go for it and not compromise. And the Knight of Cups is on a quest for that really deep love and those deep feelings. And whenever we create and when we really stretch and push ourselves, then we do feel, we feel invincible. And we just feel so lit up. And for me, renovating houses is romantic. It's something I love to do, and it just feels very inspiring and exciting. And it's great to see everything flow everything flow, and all the different stages happen, and all the different people that come in and out of the house and do the work. So, and then you get the finished result. So I really think, yeah, being uncompromising and following your passion is where it's at. The Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about a new opportunity in the physical. Something that will bring us financial prosperity and an exciting new opportunity and something to work on. So again, this kind of takes me back to the same analogy I was using of the house, where when I'd finished doing it up, I sold it for a good profit, and then I was able to move on to a new project and do another one. And yeah, I just kind of got on a roll with it and felt very in flow, and it was very exciting. So I'm remembering that new opportunities are always coming, and I almost could feel the new opportunities coming through, because that excitement was flowing through me. So I knew another opportunity was on its way all the time. So yeah, I enjoyed that little reading today. It was kind of inspiring, and also a bit of a trip down memory lane for me with some of the houses that I've renovated. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it inspiring. Love you all. Bye.